You do not need a music degree to be a musician. I want to make a video on people trying to pursue a career in music, which is nothing wrong with it, but the question I get asked a lot is, do I need a music degree to have a career in music? And the short answer, no. And I want to explain to y'all, because I do have a degree in music, but had I known, like through my experience through going to college and getting a degree in music, had I known, I would have never went. But I'm glad I did go, so it's not like a milestone wasted. And professors, they used to always tell me, you know, just practice and practice and practice, so when your time do come, you'll be ready. But in the short end, I would say no, you don't need a degree, because it's mostly a training experience. My advice to you, to be honest, if you really want to have a career in music, like you just be like, Gavin, I just want to play the guitar, or Gavin, I just want to be a singer, or I just want to be a piano player, and this, that, and all that. And I'm like, okay, I can give you this advice. Find yourself a coach. If you got an idol, and they don't even have to be nobody famous. It could be somebody like your next door neighbor. If you like the way that their style of playing is on a keyboard or a guitar or whatever, go ask them for some lessons if they are willing to give it to you. In another sense, also go out and ask the professors at these schools, do they do private lessons? Anyway, a private lesson can run you anywhere from $50 to $200 an hour. It depends on how well known they are. 'Cause a lot of professors and people who've been playing for years, they charge way out the yin yang just for an hour of practice. I know people who charge $150 an hour just for practicing, just for one practice, and that's for 1 hour out the whole week. So you got to think that how bad, it's kind of like a thing of how bad do you want it. I would try to stay away from people who charge under $50, because at the same time it's kind of like a seriousness with it. Like if the lesson payment seem like it's too good to be true, I would not necessarily try to go with that person, because like I said, the average payment for a music lesson is like anywhere from $50 to like $200 an hour, and that's still like, that range is still on the low end. Depends on who you're working with. Me, honestly, I did 3 years. I got an associate's degree in music. I did 3 years, but the way the program was weighted, the only class that my degree did not have was music history. So I was lucky to actually get in the program where it was so heavily based like that, or so heavily workloaded like that. But the time I was in there, I did music theory 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with you. It's a lot of people that just go to school. They want to be a producer, they want to be a songwriter, they want to be a composer of some sort. It's a lot of people who just go to school and they in school for music fundamentals and music theory 1, because anything really after music theory 2, it's kind of like, and this depends on your school at the same time, but anything after music theory 2 is like music theory 1 and 2 on steroids. Like music theory 3 and 4, once you get into music theory 3 and 4, it's kind of like, okay, we're gonna put you in programs and classes that'll let you be a teacher. And that was another thing about me, like I did not want to do education. I still don't want to do education. That's why I stopped at the associate's level, because I don't want to teach. I really don't want to teach. And there's a lot of people out here that got their masters, and I ain't trying to shoot nobody down, because you know everybody worked hard to get to where they were at, but it's a lot of people out here with masters and they out here teaching, and I'm like, nah, you know. And I just want to be a professor. So it's really like I went to school for those 2 to 3 years for training. But had I known that I could just get away with training, I would have did that. And I'm gonna go ahead and speak on some hot points about it. You could be a really good singer and not know anything about music, but your coach can help you get along to that point. Because like with me, I know music, but I didn't know how to read vocal music. But I had a vocal coach at the same time in college that taught me how to read vocal music, and I also had a choir coach or a choir professor that also taught me how to read vocal music. So at the same time, find you a coach that knows music theory enough to teach it, and at the same time can deliver across the fact that you need to know this and that in order to audition. Cause a lot of us, we just want to audition places so we can be, who don't want to be famous? I mean, let's go ahead and be honest, who don't want to be famous? So we just want to get to a point where we are audition ready. And I did get to that point. I only did music, vocal music for a semester and a half, and I auditioned, actually technically we want to get technical, it was actually a semester and a quarter that I did vocal music. And then I had to go auditions because of course the deadlines. And I did get in, you know, so I did get into the other school, but I didn't go because at the same time your boy tired. Okay, listen, university takes a lot. I ain't gonna say university, but schooling in general takes a lot out of you. But yes, find you a professor or a vocal coach or a instrumental coach, whatever kind of coach you need. Find you a coach that is good at music theory, that knows people, and that knows their craft. Because you don't really want a friend to teach you, because they're not going to push you as hard as you want to be pushed. You want somebody that's going to be hard on you. And you do. You really is. You're going to want somebody that's going to be really hard on you. You're going to want somebody that's going to tell you, no, you don't sound good, or no, you don't need to do this. Because I have friends, you know, they wanted to be vocal majors, but they can't sing. They can't sing. They can't sing what the... Okay? So we had vocal majors and stuff, and next thing you know, throughout that semester, they switch over to guitar. Couldn't find out they never even played or lifted a string instrument. And it is the best thing ever to see someone go from singing their whole life to an instrument, and they never even picked up an instrument, and now all of a sudden they are like this guitar god or whatever. You know, within that 1 hour or that one lesson, if you want to keep it up, or if you want to give it up. Because if you got somebody that's hard on you, because I thought I could sing, in which I kind of can. I kind of can. I ain't gonna try to boost myself up, but you know, I kind of can. But at the same time, my vocal coach, he was like, you need to fix this. And I was like, nigga, what? You know. But yeah, that's all I have to say. You do not need a music degree to be a musician. You really don't. You don't need a music degree to be a musician. Find you a coach. If you don't want to pay thousands of dollars in a music degree or in college or whatever, find you a coach. And it'll be the easiest, most simplest thing and cheapest way to go. Find you a good coach. And that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching.